So now I've realized that actually having convenience is a costly habit to have. Hello friends, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I really want to share with you the 10 things that I've realized I no longer buy at the supermarket, because I've realized that there's certain things at the supermarket that may seem convenient, but in true essence, I found not only do I not need, but could also save me money if I just cut them out. There are certain things that I've realized that I'm no longer purchasing at the supermarket and have either found an alternative cheaper elsewhere, or I have completely stripped out of my budget, and I wanted to share that with you. So if you are interested in saving money, making money, and of course starting a journey to financial freedom, then please hit that like button, and of course please consider joining our community. Check out my other videos and share them out to other people as well who you think will really benefit from this type of content. So the first thing that I have completely stopped purchasing from the supermarket is magazines. I remember when I was young and back in the early 2000s, it used to be a thing that you would just buy magazines all the time. And even now, as soon as you enter the supermarket, for some supermarkets, the magazine area is the first one, and it can be so easy and tempting to pick one up. But I found that I no longer purchase these because everything is available online. So there's no need for me to consume content in that way anymore. So I have completely stripped that from my budget. I also noticed that I was buying quite a lot of magazines from my son because they came with a free toy, and it was just, to be honest with you, really hard to say no when my son was begging me for it. But nowadays I've realized that actually if we just stay away from the aisle, then there's no temptation to do it. So I don't purchase any more magazines. The next thing is scented bin bags. Now it can be so tempting, and I'm one of those people who's like, if something will make my house smell even fresher, I'll buy it. Here's my money, take it. But I realized that actually there's no need to have scented trash bags. You just need to take out the trash more often. And for the most part, you are paying a premium just to have a scent added on to your bin bag. And so I've decided that actually if I strip that off my budget, then I can just buy normal bin bags, take out my bins more often. It seems like a lot more work, but in the grand scheme of things, I realized actually it isn't. It's just something that needs to be done anyway. I was cleaning my bin anyway, and I've noticed I have slashed that by half. So it was shocking that I was actually paying double the cost for something with an added scent when I didn't need to use that. The next thing that I never purchased is spices. Now I love cooking, and I love making sure we are eating a variety of food from around the world. I'm a really keen avid foodie, and I really enjoy cooking and preparing and of course devouring food from around the world, and that will require different spices. I've also noticed that you pay a premium for spices that are imported. But I've made the switch from shopping for spices at the supermarket to shopping for them at ethnic stores, because I have noticed that shopping for spices at ethnic stores can be up to 90% cheaper than buying them at the supermarket. I have completely stripped that out, and I always make sure that I make an inventory list of where my spices are, and if I need to purchase new ones, I'll just go to the ethnic store and purchase them as and when I need them. The next thing is buying in bulk at the supermarket. It can be so tempting to think that if there is a sale or buy one get one free offer, that you should buy in bulk at the supermarket. But I've realized if you just take the trip to a wholesaler's and purchase them at the wholesalers instead of buying them at the supermarket, you are more than likely going to save money in terms of the total quantum that you will pay for buying in bulk, as well as the price per unit for each item that you are purchasing. So again, with this, I always make sure that I take stock maybe once or twice a month, and I look at all the things that I purchased in bulk. So I'm talking about toilet paper, I'm talking about anything that I need in a vast quantity. I will make one trip to the wholesalers to last us for a long period of time, and that way it cuts having to constantly purchase it and having to replace it all the time. The next thing is fancy cleaning products. I've talked about this a lot on this channel because I realized that I was paying a lot for the brand and the packaging of the cleaning products, when in fact you could actually spend significantly less by just buying the store's own brand. And to be honest with you, they do the exact same thing. They still clean your house. So nowadays I no longer buy fancy cleaning products. I just buy basic products that work really well, that I know have got a good reputation for how they work, and also being significantly cheaper. Right, the next product that I would spend a lot of money on would be bottled water. I was constantly buying bottled water. Then I found that it was more cost effective, instead of buying bottled water, to just buy a filtering system where I could filter my tap water and I could have water on demand. And of course, it has a better impact on the environment because you're not throwing away a lot of plastic. So I made the shift over and I've realized I've saved a lot of money. And of course, I have water available whenever. I never have to worry about the fact that I don't have bottled water in the house. So that has actually managed to cut my budget by a significant amount. So I don't think I'm ever going back to bottled water. Forget that. Another thing that I no longer purchase from the supermarket is sliced fruit or vegetable. I was actually shocked by how much the markup is for having convenience. Now, if you watch this channel a lot, you will know that I do like convenience. And this year I've shifted my mindset a lot around how I think about convenience. And one of the areas used to be sliced fruit and vegetable. It would be so much easier to just pick up a pack of pineapple slices if they're already sliced and not having to pick up a whole pineapple and slice it yourself. But when I realized that in some supermarkets they could be up to a 350% markup just to have somebody else slice my pineapples, I thought, you know what, I can actually do this for myself. And obviously, after a few tries and attempts, I realized slicing a pineapple or slicing a mango is actually not that difficult. So now I've realized that actually having convenience is a costly habit to have. And now I'm doing it myself. And of course, I'm saving a significant amount of money. And it's really, really helped reduce my grocery bill as well. The next thing that I no longer purchase from the supermarket would be stationery. It can be so easy that when you're shopping, think about, you know what, I'm here, I might as well pick up my pens, my papers, and everything that I need from my office. And especially working from home now, you have to buy all those supplies for yourself. But I've realized it's so much cheaper and more effective to go to a discount store like a Poundland or a Dollar Tree if you're in the United States to pick up your supplies from there. Not only does it work out significantly cheaper, but you're not actually losing out on quality. You can still get good quality items. So I no longer buy stationery from the supermarket. The other thing that I no longer buy from the supermarket are greeting cards or gift bags. I've realized that it is so much cheaper again to purchase these things from discount stores. And now when I think about the fact that I am a mum and my son is at school, I can imagine the amount of birthday cards and gift bags I'm going to have to buy over time. It's gonna add up. So it makes sense for me to go to a discount store to bulk purchase a number of cards at 29p and to make sure I'm stocked up on my gift bags, because they also work out significantly cheaper because you can buy 3 for £1 instead of spending £1.99 for one. So it makes sense for me to do that. And then finally, the last thing that I do not buy from supermarket is party supplies. So I know this specifically for when it comes to like my son's birthday party and I need to buy everything that we need to celebrate his birthday. I no longer purchase things in supermarkets. I personally have found that it's so much easier to either buy them from wholesalers, discount stores, or even to purchase them online. Of course, if you purchase them online, then you can get the quantities that you need. Sometimes you can get even more that you need at a significantly cheaper price because your price per unit is a lot lower than it would be to have them in the supermarket, because the supermarket has to think about their overhead costs as well. So I no longer purchase them, and the beauty is that because they stay for a long time, I can reuse them year on year on year without having to go to the supermarket every single time. So there we have it. Those are the 10 things I no longer purchase at the supermarket. I find it so much easier to shop for elsewhere. Not only does it save me in terms of money, but it also saves me in terms of time, because for the most part of these things, I can bulk buy them elsewhere, and that way I don't have to constantly purchase them every time I'm at the supermarket. And of course, it helps me save money. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments below, what are some of the things that you don't purchase from the supermarket? Or what are some of the things that you have outsourced elsewhere? Also, please make sure to check out these videos, which will show you all the frugal living hacks that I'm using to cut down my grocery bill. Can you believe I've cut down my grocery bill by half just by doing some of these tips? So please make sure to check them out. Please share them. Please like the videos. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about them. And until the next video, take care. Bye.